Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your Tarot and Oracle reading for the week of October 16th to the 22nd, 2023. First card out for you is Regeneration. What a beautiful message. Things are coming back to life for you. Things are starting to move forward for you. The light is entering your life again. You know, honestly, you're the sixth sign that I'm doing this week, and this week it just feels so positive for so many people. There's so much dark stuff going on in the world right now, but on a personal level, I feel like weird blessings are coming forward for a lot of us. And, the fact that I'm even mentioning this, there may have been some dark stuff going on in your life, or just like overall frustration with politics and governments and what's going on in the world may be affecting you personally at a deeper level. There may be violence, drama, chaos, destruction in the world around you, but weirdly enough, it's like from the ashes, a new beginning emerges. From the ashes, there is more awareness that you can bring to the world. There is more focus on carrying your legacy on. I don't know why I'm saying all this. Wow, this is totally different from all the other groups I did. Like, I just feel like, I'm not going to sugarcoat your reading and say that life is perfect for you recently. I really feel strongly that events going on in the world or on like a more global or country, continent level for you are affecting you in a personal way, okay? For example, I live in America. We have tons of problems here in America, such as like wage gap, police brutality, sexism, etc. So I'm not saying that like the full scale of all that is personally affecting you, but like how that plays out on a day-to-day basis may be affecting you at this time if you live in the United States. Obviously, every country has their own problems. So yeah, I don't know. We're seeing a new fresh start emerge from those issues. Like, look, regeneration. It's like a wildfire, It tears down everything and in its wake leaves beautiful space and nutrients for new plants to emerge. So this week I felt really guided to get some channeled messages from your spirit guides, your ancestors, and that's what we're going to do. So you have vulnerability coming out as their message to you. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Beautiful message for these times. And, I feel like... I don't know why. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower came out in your reading. I just feel like you were thrown into the unknown and you found a really strong power there. It reminds me of people who talk about traveling alone for the first time. It's like so overwhelming, and then you're actually doing it and you're successful at it, and it brings about this realization within you that like you can do anything and you're much stronger than you previously gave yourself credit for. I'm seeing a situation like that where it's like you're thrown into the unknown and you handle it so much better than you realized, and there's magic to be found in that, and there are blessings to be found in that. So I'm also seeing bearing your soul and everything that you're going through with others, okay? Using your voice, throat chakra energy to spread awareness of your situation or the situation of your people, your community, or the greater issues at large that are affecting your life personally. So some of you actually may feel guided to write a book, start a YouTube channel, a podcast, or even just make like short form content, Instagram posts, something like that, spreading awareness to other people. If it's not that, this could also just be opening up to the people in your life and being a bit more vulnerable with them, sharing in your traumas and the hardships that you faced, sharing your opinions on worldly matters with them more, instead of, constantly holding up this happy smiling face of like professionalism. I feel like you're getting raw, deep, authentic, very much Scorpio energy pulsing through your veins this week, even though you're a Pisces. I feel that very strongly. All right, your postcard from Spirit is this. You can take a screenshot if you want, but I will be reading it. Dearest you, the common saying, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. And what a soothing message. For your reading, I don't know why, I just keep coming back to like worldly issues. And you are like a time traveler. You are an infinite soul who is participating in life on Earth at this time in humanity, at the specific location that you're located at, you know what I mean? And you have to remember that. And that will allow you to wear the world loosely. You're not so engaged. This isn't, I honestly hate the belief that you only get one life and that's it, and like nothing else exists, because it just makes everything so dreadful. Okay. And I don't know, I just feel guided to say that you need to realize how infinite your soul is, and you can be a voice of power and a voice of healing in your community, in this life. You can make a difference in this world without being so strongly attached to all the hardships that come here. So do not take this world too personally, for you are one of the many co-creators here to play. And we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There is a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have it covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan, loving you always and forever. So I don't know what the heck you guys went through. But yeah, you're being asked to wear these circumstances very loosely. And life can become very depressing very easily if you take all of everything going on in the world, all the negative stuff so personally and frustrating, and like all of the challenges you face in your current life, wear it loosely. I am a human experiencing poverty or lost a home or death or divorce at this time, and that's fine. I can move through this experience and still be calm and still be myself and find the silver lining in this circumstance, in this situation. It's a beautiful practice that I love doing. I just love imagining myself as a tourist in this world. Like, my soul is infinite and gallivants around the universe, and I said I want to see what that earth is all about at this specific time. And you know what, I may be going through horrible history or whatever, all of the challenges that come with life for humans at this time, but I'm just a tourist. I'm just here to experience it. That's why I came here. And when you practice this visualization, it really puts you into that energy, that mindset of wearing the world loosely, and stop being so attached to all of the stress that's here, okay? Because straitjacketing that stress to you will keep you reincarnating life after life, accruing karma, having to work through it, etc. And you don't want this world to be a prison. You want it to be a playground, okay? So we're gonna pull 6 cards this week from the Tarot del Toro. First card out is the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. And this is a very positive card. I believe it's upright. I have no idea though. And 8 of Wands is a card of fast changes, things happening rapidly, and actually good positive energy being sent your way. 8 of Wands, in my opinion, is one of the 2 most positive cards in the deck alongside the Sun. And it just really shows positive news on the way, help from various sources, friends that are here for you, and just things changing rapidly for you in a positive direction. So that's beautiful. I feel like there's an outpouring of love and support for you at this time. Again, I don't know what some of you guys went through, or if you're just going through the basic stressors of being a human on this world. But yeah, there is an outpouring of support here. And this actually may come in for some of you who decided to share your voice online or in a more public format with this vulnerability card that we saw here. You will be getting an outpouring of support for that. And you know, it doesn't have to be so public. This could even just be opening up about your past, your traumas, your worries, your opinions to someone close with you who maybe you haven't opened up to at that level. And being vulnerable, it is a kind of being vulnerable because you don't know how they're going to react, you know, and there's nothing worse than telling someone your deepest traumas and stressors that are so close to you and they kind of act really nonchalantly. Like, I hate that, but it's a learning experience, you know not to open up to those people again. But I see you opening up in that way to certain individuals, and it actually is received very well. And you know, they may not be able to solve all of your problems, they may not have all the answers for you, but they are listening, they are here, they are receptive. And there's this sense of respect that is gained from those who hear your story, okay? I'm seeing a lot of you taking on this talking piece, like spokesperson for the community that you come from, whatever that community may be, whether it's like a certain nation, a certain religion, a certain gender, a certain anything, okay? I see you taking on a spokesperson role for that, for the niches you fall into. And sharing your experiences, your opinions, and you know what you think needs to change, or you know, informing people of issues that they may not realize because they may not fall into that same group as you. Second card out is the World. Wow. Not surprised that this card came out for you. The World speaks of being a worldly spokesperson, being a part of the world, wearing the world loosely. We keep coming back to this theme of being on Mama Earth and taking a part of her creation, being a co-creator here, a powerful co-creator here. And also, I view the World card as receiving a lot of support, a lot of eyes on you. So again, if you're doing anything online or anything that is publicly broadcasted or like put out there, I do see it being very well received, okay? And the World card also talks about one major cycle coming to an end and a whole new chapter in your life beginning here. So like, and I get this vision of you like completely transforming your life, like something devastating might have happened. I keep thinking of like flood, wildfire, war, like something devastating, or even like major economic crash that had you relocate. Now, this isn't going to apply to every single one of you watching. It'll only apply to some of you. And, you know, now that whole shift completely changed everything in your life, and you're much better off now. However, you may be coming back in touch with your roots this week by sort of speaking on your experiences and being a spokesperson for, again, whatever niche, whatever demographic you fall into. So really specific messages there. Third card out for you is the Four of Wands. I'm gonna say it's in reverse. It might be upright. I don't know. I really don't know with this deck, guys. Major difference depending whether it's upright or reversed. Although with this deck, I have been seeing that there's like random leaves that are like brown, and I've been viewing them as like the upright position. So maybe this Four of Wands is in reverse because the brown leaf is facing downwards. Four of Wands talks about your home. It talks about your stability, your security, and celebrating life. So again, I just feel like something might have been shaken up there. Some of you may have gone through a divorce, a giant move that was unplanned, and you're creating home again. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like you're creating a sense of home and stability again. Second row out, fourth card, we have, Three of Swords. Yeah. Yep. Ending, loss, pain, suffering. Listen, guys. I'm not predicting this energy. I don't predict bad stuff like this. This is something that I'm picking up on that has already happened for a lot of you. Some sort of major, unexpected, like devastating ending. And again, like I'm seeing like flood, wildfire, war, divorce, like sexism, like something happened, assault, I don't know, something for some of you. All right, listen to your intuition. And I keep coming back to that this week. Like, you are speaking up about it. You are being a voice, an advocate. You are sharing your experiences with someone. This could even be just therapy. As a part of a healing process, because I feel like you have a lot of anger, a lot of shame, or not even, I don't even want to say shame or guilt. It more so feels like anger, devastation, loss, and pain that is just kind of lingering in your energy, in your soul. And you know that making a change in this world and doing something with those feelings that is productive will move them outside of you. And it is very helpful. You know, like Mr. Rogers said, when there's scary stuff happening in the world, look to those who are helping. And I feel you actually being one of those people who are helping or speaking up about what has happened to you, what you went through. So that's very supported if you're doing anything like that. Fifth card out is the Five of Pentacles. Do not fear this card because I am pretty sure, like I said, you're the 6th reading, and I am pretty sure this card came out for every single sign, or at least most of them so far. And this is a card of feeling a lack, feeling a loss, which has me believing or wondering, because it's coming out for every sign, I wonder if this week we will be going through a major global moment of like mourning, loss, lack, fear, you know, which honestly wouldn't surprise me with everything going on with these stupid world governments. Sorry, I don't mean to get all political on you. These stupid terrorist organizations who somehow have power, you know what I mean? It's like, anyways, I do wonder if there is going to be some sort of worldly thing, like every country, every corner of the world hears about this news. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, okay? I'm just, you know, Pisces right now, I feel like you're like my oldest child out of all the signs. Like, I feel like I'm just being really open with you about everything I'm picking up on, chatting away about like what I feel from the energy realm. I don't know why. I feel like you have a backbone to hear these messages though. And so yeah, I don't necessarily view this Five of Pentacles as something so personal. It feels more like a global level thing of like lack. Okay, Five of Pentacles talks about lack, feeling broken, not having enough like money, support, whatever. And it is coming out right next to that Three of Swords. Let's see what the last card is. The King of Discs in reversed. Okay, this is the King of Pentacles in reversed. And yeah, you know, this could be a person in your life. They could be Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't have to be. This can also be an institution, an organization, a governing body, something of that sort, something kingly, I guess you could say. And, you know, when the King of Pentacles goes into reverse, it really makes me think of greed and selfishness and making decisions based off of what's best for the person making the decisions and the people who are immediately close to them, and not caring about what happens to anyone else, honestly. Like being selfish in that way. And it's really scary when people like that have a lot of money or a lot of power, okay? Because they make dumb decisions. Like, I think of evil people throughout the world, like that dude a few years ago who burnt down all that Amazon rainforest to, you know, grab the land. I think of, you know, Maui as well, because there's some conspiracies around that. I don't mean to make this into a conspiracy theory reading, but what I will say is, you know, when homes are destroyed, when land is destroyed, and the people have to evacuate and no one's there to defend the land that they once owned, you know, that land can be grabbed up by anyone. And why am I talking about this right now? And that's also a reason why people or organizations go to war as well, destroying and killing and, you know, doing awful things so they can grab the land, because land and health are like the two valuable assets of the world. You know, they're things you can't necessarily get more of. So once you lose it, I mean. Oh God, why am I talking about all this? I don't like this energy, guys. I'm not saying you're gonna have a bad week. Let me clarify. It's not that you're gonna have a bad week. In fact, you have the Eight of Wands, which is a very positive card. I don't know why. I just keep seeing you speaking up, advocating when it comes to the more shadowy attributes of what you've been through or what is going on in the world. You're like the talking point here, which is why I said you're very much in your Scorpio energy, because Scorpios, they don't care. They'll go to the depths of everything. They'll go into the shadows, the darkness, and they will speak up about it. And again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's like talking about, whatever negative stuff is going on, the shadow attributes of this world, of your life, of your psyche, with the people around you, becoming more vulnerable. And because of that, I feel like you may actually be deepening some connections in your life, and connecting with a lot more people. It's going to be very well received. Like the world needs someone who can do this. So yeah, some of you may actually be deepening your commitment to a loved one because you open up and communicate about this stuff. But yeah, some of you may have even just been abused in the past and you need to talk about that with people. I don't know. You get the point though. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for rambling on. This is definitely a reading where I want to say watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus this week, because this clearly isn't all that's going to be on your mind this week. There's other attributes to the week ahead. So check that out. Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading with me, one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you. Bye-bye.